Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our Fool's Journey. This is week 2 still. And before anybody starts yelling at me, yes, I know that I'm late with the reading this week. No, there was nothing I could do about it. I was sick for a couple of days and then I had to work, and sometimes life just gets the better of you, right? So, but here we are, and we are ready to start with the reading this week, which is with the Magician. So we talked a little bit earlier this week about the Magician, about what the Magician stands for, what it can mean in a reading. We talked a little bit about how it can impact your life, how you can use it in ways to make some determinations about things that you're about to do. And we talked about some things that I really don't like about it. So, not one of my favorite cards, not gonna lie. I always have kind of a really sort of it's not an angry reaction. It's just when I pull it up, it's like, don't like this card. Really don't like it when this comes up. Not too sure why. Everybody has cards that they have little pet peeves with. This is one of mine, along with the Queen of Swords. Really don't like that girl. So anyway, so what we're gonna do today is we're going to do a little practice reading with the Magician. I explained in the practice reading for the Fool why I like to do this, so I don't want to go over that every time I'm doing a practice reading. So if you're wondering why we do this, just go back, watch the beginning of the Fool, and that'll give you an indication as to why I like to do this. Okay, so let's start by shuffling the cards. So one of the outside of my intense dislike for the Magician, one of the reasons why you would want to do a reading with the Magician is when you're starting out on a new project. So you've already made your decision with the Fool, and you've already started out on your journey, but now you just want a little bit of input as to how this is really going to go for you, what you have at your disposal, what tools you have at your disposal, things that you can do, things that you shouldn't do. Do you have what it takes right now to make this dream, this goal, this project, whatever it is? Do you have what it takes in your arsenal to be successful? So what you're going to want to do, of course, as we talked about before, is you're going to want to pull the Magician out of your deck and you want to set it aside, okay? And then some of the questions that you can ask the Magician card, or you can ask your deck in regards to the Magician card, are what tools do I have at my disposal, and how can I use them? How can I use my skills and my talents for others? Because the Magician isn't always just about yourself. Sometimes it's about doing things for others. And we talked a little bit about this month and the need this month for working for others and working as a group in a previous video, which you should probably watch that one too. I think you should watch all of them. I think they're all pretty good. What can I manifest right now? So maybe you don't necessarily have a specific goal or project on the table. Maybe you're just looking to see what the universe has for you, right? So what can I manifest right now? Because the Magician is a lot about manifestation. What do I need to make my idea work? So maybe you have just sort of a little fledgling idea in your head, but you don't have any solids, you don't have any particulars, you don't really have a plan of action right now. You might want to revisit the Fool if that's the case. However, sometimes you got to start with your magic wand, and you got to start by waving that around a little bit and seeing what comes up. So maybe you just need a little bit of a primer from the universe to see what's in store for you. Okay, so those are a few different questions that you can use. Let's do today. What tools and skills do I have, and how can I use them? Okay, so let's just say we already have a project in mind. So I'm going to think about a particular project that I have going on right now. And as you can see, I've been shuffling the deck this whole time. And I'm going to cut the deck. Again, that was explained in a previous video, why I cut and not spread. Then I'm going to pick out 4 cards. So give me 1 second here. Almost dropped them. Okay. So now I've got them all well shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck. I always use my left hand. Well, I guess it's more of just a superstition than anything, but it's just the way I do. Okay, so now the deck is cut. I'm just going to pull the first 4 cards. So we've got the Sun. Yes, we like the Sun. We've got, 3 of Wands. We've got the Emperor. Don't forget, I don't read reversals. You can go back and you can see why. 4 of Cups. Okay. So, putting these all together, we have the first card. So the first question that we got the Sun as the answer for is just your particular situation. Okay, so I mean, the Sun, man, can you have a nicer card for the situation you're in? You know, right now, the question that we're asking is, what tools do I have and how can I use them? Your situation right now is the Sun. Everything is so rosy right now. I mean, things couldn't be better. So this could indicate your particular life situation right now. Maybe everything you got going on right now is so good. It's just happy. It's joyful. It's bright. It's light. Maybe this is just indicating your mental attitude right now. Maybe you're just right now, you're just in a very good place. There's many things that this could represent, but we're going to tuck this aside and we're going to look at the rest of the reading and just see maybe where this fits in. Okay, so the next question is your emotional strengths. Okay, so the 3 of Wands, obviously the 3 of Wands is sort of about looking ahead, looking to the future, maybe looking at that far shore and going, I wonder what's over there. I kind of think I want to see. Lots of different things that the 3 of Wands can indicate, but I think in this particular situation, because it's about your emotional strengths, I think that this is your ability to leave the past behind you. And that would go well with the Sun, because if you're in a good place right now, and you have the emotional ability to cut those ties and leave the past behind you and not always be focusing on them, that is going to put you in a situation where things are pretty good right now. So, you know, in regards to the magician and the question, what tools do I have at my disposal? These two actually work really well in indicating where you could possibly go with this, okay? So you have the emotional strength of being able to leave the past behind you. Okay, and then that's helping you be a happy, positive sort of person. I have days like that. We all have days like that. Practical skills and resources, the Emperor. So the Emperor came up in our reading for the Fool as well. I don't know if you haven't watched it. That's fine. I mean, it's your choice. I suggest you go back and watch it. That's up to you. But stability. This dude is all about having some nomus, having some stability, having the having sort of those comforts around you, but also just sort of knowing that things are good, things are stable right now. So you have the practical resource of stability behind you. And again, that goes so well with the Sun. Moose is about to lay down. Let's just move that a little bit. Okay, he's on my cord. Okay, yeah, we talked about the cord. He unplugs that, we're in trouble. Well, we're not, I am. Okay, so we've got the practical resources of the stability. I think that this would indicate emotional stability because it goes along really well with this. Because remember, you always want to read your layout as a story, right? So you have this emotional stability, the ability to leave the past behind, and that's creating some more emotional stability for you here. Also, I mean, it's practical too, right? So you have probably the financial stability to move forward right now. Okay. So the outcome. This one's a little bit tricky. You know, it's the 4 of Cups. So this could indicate, I think, a few different things. I mean, the first thing, my knee jerk reaction when I see the 4 of Cups is, Okay, so there's a lot of dissatisfaction here. There's a lot of self-pity here, right? Because you got this little guy, he's sitting there and he's all arms crossed and he's angry and he's mad and he's not looking at what's here. Okay, he's not seeing what's actually being offered to him, whether it be the universe or practical matters. It could be a job offer. It could be anything. But this is the thing, that if he would just look away from what he doesn't have, he would see that he has exactly what it is that he's looking for, and he could probably be a lot happier. So I mean, this one, it's kind of not exactly the best outcome, which I'm not too sure I indicated was the was what this question, what this card was referencing. It's the outcomes. So I'm wondering if, you take these three. Okay, you take these three, and they are the beginning. Maybe if I put these in order so that they actually make sense for you. So you're starting out, and you're starting out on this journey. You've got this little project that you've got going, and you're already in a really good place here. Oops. Really get these in an order that makes sense, right? You're in such a good place right now. You have the ability to leave the past behind. You have all the positivity. You have all the manifestation. You have everything going good for you right now. You've got the stability, you've got all of this stuff working together. So what tools do I have and how can I use them? You're using all of these, and these are good, and these are the things that you want to do, and these are the things that you want in your life. But there is a possibility that if you continue down this path, you're not going to be happy. Okay, so I would think that maybe this particular situation. I mean, here I was thinking about something that I'm thinking about doing. So maybe I need to rethink it just a little bit, because I'm seeing some unhappiness and some dissatisfaction. I'm also seeing that possibly losing these very, very good things that I've already got going on in my life, if that were the case. Okay, so you put the four of these together, and these tell a great story. This doesn't tell a great ending. So it might be something that you want to rethink. Okay, and that's how I would use the magician to help me decide where I'm going, what I'm doing, and whether or not that I'm going to be able to actually manifest this thing this project, this idea, this wonderful path that I'm starting to go down. Um, do I absolutely just sort of take a step back? No, I don't take a step back. I would probably, at that point, I would probably pull this card out and say, okay, why am I being led to this outcome? What is it that I'm going to? Where am I going to go wrong? What path do I need to take to make sure that this isn't the outcome? Maybe I need to look back at these cards. Maybe this was reversed, right? So maybe instead of having the stability, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not in a position right now where this is the best thing to do. Maybe I don't have that even emotional stability, right? Maybe I'm still a little bit fragile in that sort of thing. So maybe what I need to do is wait until the emperor um, brings me what it is that I need, and then that would negate this. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with it. And again, this is just a practice reading, so we're not going too far into it. Little bit funny thing. If you remember, if you've watched The Fool, you'll know that I often look at the bottom of the deck for a clarifier, and the last reading, so the reading for The Fool, the clarifier, was the Seven of Cups, which is kind of about delusion. To me, it's delusion, chasing the next shiny thing, distractions, that sort of thing. This reading, it's the Page of Cups. So a little bit interesting day, and it's a little bit of a fun exercise. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can take a test. It's called the Myers-Briggs personality test. It doesn't take that long. And it's a lot of fun, and you get a lot of insight into yourself, and it'll give you like a 4-letter INFP is mine. But it'll give you that. And then what you can do once you take the test, takes about 15-20 minutes ish. But you can then take your results and you can Google the 4 letters. So INFP is mine, tarot, and it'll give you a wonderful website that ties in your Myers-Briggs personality result with a tarot card. My card is the Page of Cups. So when I see this as, especially when it's tied in with this outcome, this is telling me to remember who I am. Remember that you are a sensitive, creative, emotional, loving soul. And possibly following this path is going to lead you to forgetting that. That's, to me, in my mind now, having seen this, that's what this cup represents. I am so busy looking at these are the outcomes of this journey, of this new project that I'm thinking about taking on, that I might actually forget who I am, and nobody wants to do that. All right, so that's it. That's all I've got for you today. As always, if you have any questions or if you just want to chat, you can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on Twitter. You can comment here. I even have a blog. Okay, so you can find me in all kinds of different places. Anywhere you want to find me, it's Deon Reads Tarot, DeonReid. Okay, a little bit of a play on words there, but Deon Reads Tarot. Find me wherever it works best for you. I'd love to have a chat with you. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.